yourself a lie. You will live a lie. You told me you could fly. I've never seen you fly.
Right, hello. Good evening, everybody. Phil here, as per normal. Never mind. With another Transformer video review. Put the camera in a different place for this review because I realised that the last review it was a bit dark for the Bumblebee and Iron Man and War Machine review. It seemed it was a bit darker than normal, so I've put them here because if it needs it, I can always stick the lamp on. But right, let's take the usual walk. Well, I say usual. The new feature that I've decided to include, and there's a ship all over my top. I think it's rock. Never mind. Anyway, let's take the walk over to the collection and look what we're going to review. Nothing on that shelf. Let's go on to the shelf. Arcee, Animated Arcee. Currently playing War for Cybertron, of course. Deposed my other game that I was playing, Mario Kart Wii. I absolutely love Mario Kart Wii, but I finally bought it. It's only been out for 2 years or something. Finally ponied up the cash for it. Bought it, and I was on that for 2 weeks non-stop. And then War for Cybertron came out, so I bought that on Sunday, perhaps Monday, something like that. And I've been on that all week, so just going to quickly scan up. Blaze Bayley, signed Promise and Terror album. If you're not heard of them, check them out because they fucking rock. So anyway, let's do something with Animated Arcee, and join me in a second when we're back at the Okay, so here we are with Animated Arcee. I'm just going to shift the lamp because the lighting looks good enough. So here we go. Now, Arcee is a character in the original series that, I don't really know what to make of it. She kind of appeared in the movie, and it seemed that she was like, this new kind of character, and they were going to concentrate on on trying to introduce a female Autobot, which they'd kind of touched on in the past with I think the episode was called Female Autobots or something. It had Chromia, Flare Up and Elita 1 in it. There were three kind of stationed in an underground bunker on Cybertron for one of the episodes. And then they introduced Arcee, and she was kind of a major character throughout Series 3 and 4, and eventually she becomes a headmaster in the Rebirth, I think, with Spike becoming her partner. And I liked her, but she didn't really appear that often. She was a main character, but she wasn't in every episode. She kind of just cropped up here and there, a bit like Springer, characters that were really likeable but weren't actually around that often. Or maybe that's just me looking at it through, rose-tinted glasses or something, but I don't remember seeing her. Like, it was like once every 3 episodes she showed up or something. And she never got a G1 toy for some reason. I don't know why. And I don't know if she ever got a toy. I don't know if she was ever included again in Transformers toy lines or TV series thereafter. But aside from G1 and the movie, I'm not particularly up on Transformers cartoons and continuities and all that kind of stuff. But Animated Arcee is, as far as I'm aware, just an information droid. Her main purpose is to carry activation codes for Omega Supreme. From somewhere to somewhere. We never really got animated in the UK that often. I mean, I caught it on Cartoon Network like over a year ago now, where I'd watched the odd episode at 8 o'clock, and then they moved it to 9 o'clock, and then they just took it off altogether. So altogether I've seen maybe 6 or 7 full animated episodes, and then whatever clips I've managed to catch on YouTube when I can't be bothered. But from what I've gathered, she was just an information bot who ran into Ratchet, who had to erase all the data, and then I think Ratchet becomes the new storer of the data to activate Omega Supreme, who goes on to become the Autobot ship or something. Like I say, I'm not completely up on it, but I believe this is the first Arcee toy that's ever been released, and she really is a lot like a G1 self. She never had swords in the G1 series, but never mind, because they look awesome. She did have wings, kind of at the back there, and she did have the Princess Leia kind of bun haircut helmet thing going on, and of course she's pink, and she's a lot smaller than the other Autobots in the animated line. Aside from the anomalies like Bulkhead, who are smaller than fucking everything. Just hang on a second. Here she is next to Jazz, and Jazz is kind of a regular-sized Autobot, so she's a little bit shorter than him. And of course, the character that covered in dust that she's mainly associated with in the animated series, Ratchet. So you can see she's quite a lot smaller than Ratchet, which is, makes sense for a female Autobot, that they want to make her a little bit smaller than the male characters. Why they couldn't have one that's equal in size or whatever, I don't know. That's the way the cookie crumbles and all that. But size-wise, she's small, but she doesn't look too small. It's not ridiculously small. So there we are. Colour-wise, it's kind of, I don't know if you can pick this up on camera. It's kind of a very strange pink, in that I can't even explain it. It's kind of a dull pink, almost like a pink going into kind of some colour of purple. Broken up by kind of black and white. Light piping is very good. Nice light blue eyes, and then the fins, the wings, which do just pop on and off nice and easy. Yeah, and then obviously the swords pop in there as like kind of weird sticky out headlights. But yeah, light piping's great. Nice Autobot symbol on the chest, and stands up fine. Yeah, stands up no problems at all, nice and stable. You just got to kind of get the legs so that she doesn't do that, really, kind of lean off to one side. Okay, and we're back with Arcee's vehicle mode. Pretty G1 accurate, actually. I mean, I know it's not supposed to be a G1 figure, but it's definitely got the G1 stylings. If you look from the side, it kind of starts off here and dips down into this pointed front. The wings in vehicle mode are perhaps a little bit too big. Yeah, they stick out quite far and they are quite big. Not such a problem in robot mode, but in this mode they kind of do become a bit more obvious. As with G1, it's wide, it slims down in the middle and then splits out again. The only problems in this mode are hands quite visible, and well, that's the back of the head. And you can just see through the head, that's her face visible as well. But minor details, and generally from kind of the front or the side, they're hidden by the wings at the back. So again, the swords just tuck in there. So they do look a bit strange when the handles are. Oops. Hang on. Come on. There we are. So they do look a bit strange with the handles just sticking out the back like that. But, what are you going to do? I don't display them in vehicle mode, but if I did, they'd be displayed down the front like that. Nice exhaust down the side. The colour scheme is largely the same. There's a bit of yellow that you don't really see in robot mode. But it's the same kind of pinky colour. There's the clear blue windscreen with the nice little Autobot logo on top. And then underneath, you kind of see where everything folds up. Those are the legs. These are kind of the bits that stick on the back, and the arms are just there. But, when are you ever going to display it looking like that? So, yeah, they're a bit out of place, but, never mind. It's overall, it kind of makes up for it. The rest of the figure makes up for it. So, no complaints at all. Definitely a worthy addition. I would do a vehicle mode comparison, but I don't have anything in vehicle mode. Everything else is in robot mode. So, there we have it. Transformers Animated Arcee. If you're in the UK, excuse me, I think your best bet is actually eBay. But it depends how much you want it, really. Like I say, I think I paid probably too much personally at 20 quid, whereas some of you might think 20 quid's an absolute steal. It's up to you. But anyway, there we are. Transformers Animated Deluxe Arcee. Until next time, stay safe.